Hey guys, this is Warner Workman, Sergeant Major John Champ Chapter, Sons of the American Revolution. So listen, so I'm doing this video now. I'm trying to do more videos on chapter events, right, and chapter stuff, right? Because I put it on Facebook, and videos sell, and regular posts don't do as well, right? So I'm going to try to keep this short and brief. But what I wanted to do real quick, I wanted to go over the Cipher, which I love the title of this. This is our newsletter, and that's an award-winning newsletter. But I wanted to go over, so this was the one, it was right after the annual Vassar meeting down in somewhere near Richmond, right? But I wanted to go over real quick, because I wanted y'all guys to just sort of know our chapter does a lot of stuff, right? And really, it's all about, we've only been in existence since 2022. And bottom line is there was, probably three, so-called founding people, I guess, Ken Bonner, Barry Schroyer, and Mark Sink. And there may be more, but I don't know. But I wanted to talk about, just some of the sort of the great stuff, that our chapter is being recognized for. So here's the first one. Chapter for the best medium-sized chapter, right? Or we got the award for that was selected. So it says right here we were selected as the best medium-sized chapter in Virginia SAR for 2025, and the selection of our category size, right, reflects balanced participation in programs. National SAR is defined as important objectives, right? So, you can sort of see here, it's media publicity. We do a lot of that. We do great newsletters. We do a lot of Facebook posts and some videos, and we try to document as much as possible. Speakers Bureau, support for the daughters of American Revolutions, so, us sergeants, I like to call that sergeants, right? We do a lot with our darlings, right? But anyway, so we do a lot of that. We do a lot of youth and education stuff, public recognition, historic sites and celebrations, grave markings, color guard activity, medals and certificates to, people, service to National Society. I mean, just all kinds of stuff, right? We do a really great job. Now, there's a sort of a minor difference between sort of the best chapter and this thing called the Virginia Cup. So we only came in second. But we were so close to coming in first. We were just like literally a few points behind, right? But Virginia Cup, we got second place for that. And this award reflects achievements meeting the specific goals of the Virginia Society, including initiatives established by the Virginia SAR. And they include, and there's a lot of overlap here, youth programs, net membership gains, right? Good Citizen of the Year, historical commemorations, attendance in like Virginia SAR, National SAR, designated events, DAR events, all kinds of stuff. But anyway, we came in second place for that. We'll do better next year. Anyway, now the other thing, we were given a bunch of streamers as well at the the Vassar annual meeting, and one of them was, because we had participated, sponsor Lifesaver of the Year. So I don't know what kind of permission we have to say this kid's name. So I'm not even going to say it, but I'll tell you the little story. The chapter nominee, blank, was selected as the unanimous choice for the VA SAR Lifesaver of the Year. He was presented with an acrylic trophy and a check for $500. This kid, high schooler, right, saved the life of a fellow lacrosse player by giving him CPR after the player's heart stopped by a high-velocity lacrosse ball hit over right here, boom, right over his heart, right? He is a cadet with the Loudoun County ROTC program. Sorry about that. Sorry. I'm trying to talk, read, and look at the camera at the same time, right? But this was, just what a great thing. And my understanding is he learned the CPR skills in ROTC, right? So you got this high schooler saving the life of a buddy of his, all because he had joined ROTC. It was quite moving, to be honest with you, right? Okay, the other thing is we sponsored the American History Teacher of the Year as well. Her name was Kathy Knapp. She's an 8th grade social science and global studies teacher at Gum Springs Middle School in Oldie. Anyway, so she won, and then, they're forwarded that, right? So, Citizen of the Year, we sponsored Dennis Gatson, Naval Science Instructor for Loudoun County High School ROTC program. He was the chapter Citizen of the Year. He's done an amazing job with the cadets, and Loudoun County only has one ROTC program in all the high schools they have, I think, and it's there at Loudoun County High School, right? So anyway, so he got rewarded for that. So we got a whole bunch of streamers, and trust me, that's a big old long list, right? I won't even go through them all, but or maybe I will. We had the largest membership increase in the grading year in 2025. Our chapter added 24 new members, right? Lost one due to a transfer to Texas, and lost two elected not to renew the membership. So net gain was 21. The new people was 24. And again, really all of this goes out to really Barry Swear, who's the president. He's just such a phenomenal job. And the guy is, he's retired, right? But he's not retired, right? He works full time on Sergeant Major John Champ for Vassar and for National Star as well. The guy's an amazing gentleman. We also got some streamers for participating in public service programs and for nominating a candidate for the Public Safety Award. I won't go into all of that, but again, but we should do that in the future, right? We'll work on that. Streamer for the Virginia History Day report, streamers for youth program and contests, streamers for flag retirement and flag recognition as well. And then we got a bunch of streamers for participation in presidential initiatives, the Patrick Henry speech, Williamsburg gunpowder incident, Daniel Morgan's rifleman event, Culpeper Minuteman muster, Battle of Hamilton, skirmish at Kemp's Landing, Battle of Great Bridge, and we got a streamer for the 2025 chapter excellence, right? So again, our chapter, we just got some highly dedicated people, right? And they do an amazing job. But, for y'all guys that are watching this and you are in Sergeant Major John Champ chapter, I'm going to try, let me see how this works, try to attach the document itself to the video. If not, just reach out to the chapter and we'll email it to you. Hopefully you got it already. Anyway, with that said, if you are a member of Sergeant Major John Champ or want to be, we definitely want to encourage you to join SAR nationally, or Virginia SAR, or our own local chapter, which is in and around Loudoun County. But, and also we would like, for those who have not maybe participated much before, we'd like to get y'all guys' help, participation, sort of help us out. We do a ton of events, and there's always room, even if you only do one event, a year, I think it would be well worth your time to see what we do, how we interact with people, what we say, the visuals that we provide to the community and things like that. So I wanted to I'm just trying something different video on our newsletter and just tell you how great our chapter is. Anyway, so with that said, guys, God bless. Contact us if you want to join or you want to participate. We could really use the help. In 2026 with a 250, you can imagine how booked we are of events, and we could really use a wider participation from the chapter. I know a lot of you guys are busy, some of you guys are working, some of you guys are retired, but if you could just help out on 1 or 2 events a year, that would really be a tremendous thing. Anyway, God bless, take care, and we'll see y'all guys somewhere.